Hello everybody and welcome to our AEW Full Gear 2025 predictions video. My name is Little Andrew Dingle, the reigning and defending AEW predictions champion, joined by the man who invented the sun-kissed lady on the box of raisins with the fruit of his loins.
Oh, really?
It's Slamming Sam Driver, everybody.
Oh, yeah, that's my daughter, sun-kissed. You won't believe that.
You won't believe?
When a new raisin company came to town, they were like, oh my God, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect.
Absolutely perfect. Do you know what else is perfect?
What?
The look of this card, I think, Sam. Are you excited
stacked,
for
isn't
it?
It's absolutely stacked. So I think it's going to be a long old night.
Yep.
But that's just par for the course with AEW in it. But at the same time, we've got some people who are going to win $200,000.
Yep.
We've got some people that are going to win $1 million.
$1 million?
$1 million.
Oh my God.
It's there are some matches that are a bit kind of like, what? And some of them it's very, very tantalizing. So
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. And whilst we might be looking forward to that, lest we forget, everybody, there is a punishment on the line for this. It is one of the big four for AEW, so yes, there will be a punishment. The punishment master, Ross Torell, is currently twiddling his thumbs and his fingers and going, yes.
I've heard a lot of very concerning giggles coming from his end of the office.
Fantastic.
But he was given the nod that, yeah, time to start planning something. And he's not been nice to us so far, has he?
He hasn't, not so far.
No.
Not so far. You can find those, by the way, over on patreon.com/cultaholic. But
Watch me get shot with a paintball gun.
Yeah, it's good.
That lasted for weeks.
It did.
For weeks.
But you know what's not going to last for weeks?
What?
These predictions, because we've got to jump into them. Let's go! First up, we've got the Tailgate Brawl pre-show. Boom and Doom, that is Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall, are up against Roppongi Vice. Sam, who are you going for?
Well, I think you just got to look at this match, right?
Yeah.
And then you just got to look at the time of the month, the size of the building it's in.
Yep.
It is an AEW pay-per-view. There are going to be a lot of people there. So you wheel out the Costco guys.
You do?
And you have them win.
Oh, that's it.
5 big booms from Meltzer, I'm telling you.
Boom! Well, I think I have to agree with you. I'm going for the big boom boys as well. However, one thing I want to happen in this match, right? Looks like Roppongi Vice are down. And guess what? They really are. So Sue comes out, right? She's in a van. She comes out. Sue comes out in the van.
Yeah.
She's got a lovely fresh plate of Costco cookies that she's like, I'm going to give these to my boys and give them a little bit of power.
Big fan of the Kirkland home brand.
Right,
yeah.
Big fan. But guess what, right? Because this is a DC Comics presented edition of Full Gear, out comes the Rizzler. He's got his Batman thing on, right? Bang! Straight left hook, straight in Sue's neck.
Straight into Sue.
Straight in Sue's neck. Sue goes down, Rizzler starts eating cookies. Jobs are good, and you give it to the baby faces because the baby faces in that scenario are the Rizzler hitting a lady of a more elderly persuasion in the neck.
An older lady in the neck, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I could also see Roppongi Vice winning this, but I think ultimately what's actually going to happen after the bell is if they do win, or if they lose, they're going to look like morons. So I think that it's one of those where, the baby faces will stand tall regardless of the result, but I've got a feeling it's got to be the Costco guys. Well, Boom and Doom, sorry.
Boom.
Next up, we got the Tailgate Brawl pre-show 4-way tag match for $200,000 dues. This is Max Caster and Anthony Bowens versus Bang Bang Gang, Austin Gunn and Juice Robinson versus Big Bill and Brian Keith versus the Outrunners. Who have you got and where?
Now, this feels a little bit weird, and on one hand, I could make an argument for Max Caster and Anthony Bowens to win this. However, I think it would just be much more funny to have the Outrunners win and then just start spending all this money on really cool vignettes
from
and loads
the
of cool
1980s.
gym gear and stuff like that, and doing stuff. I don't know what it is. I just feel like there's not really. I know there's $200,000 on the line. Doesn't really feel like a bit of a big deal, does it? It definitely feels like a throwaway pre-show.
I mean,
match.
if he wants to give me $200,000.
I mean, there's no wrong with that.
I'll go out there and try and win. But I think for me, it's like looking at it, the most interesting result from this is Bowens and Caster. Because I think it sort of sellotapes them together a bit more.
Yeah.
While they're both kind of going.
Oh, get away from me.
So I quite like the storyline implications coming out of it are a little bit odd coupley, and I want them to kind of further this a little bit because I do still love watching them work together.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Sticking with the Tailgate Brawl pre-show now, we've got the Trios match for the CMLL World Trios Championships. El Sky Team, which is Máscara, Dorada, Místico, and Neón, are up against the Don Callis families, Okada, Takeshita, and Hechicero. Who are you going for and why?
So, I'd quite like to see Okada go on another little jaunt through Mexico. I think that'd be delicious. But does he really need it? He's about to retire Tanahashi. Unless he's going to win it and then they're going to drop it at some point over there, like after Wrestle Kingdom. But I think that ultimately, for me, it feels more like an exhibition here.
Yeah.
And it feels like some of these names may also pop up later on in the evening. So I think that ultimately, it just makes sense to keep him on El Sky Team.
I think that's it. Do you know what? I'm going to go for El Sky Team as well because for the simple fact...
You ideas thief.
I am an ideas thief. I cannot believe this. For the simple fact, Sam, guess who can't get along? Takeshita and Okada. They just cannot get along. They're going to butt heads even more. I think it's going to lead to their demise in this match.
Malfunction at the junction, innit? And then from there, it's going to be something really innocent. And then from there, it's going to be like, oh, okay. And I see how it is. And then they lose.
Yeah. That's essentially it. That's the one.
Next up, we have Eddie Kingston and Hook issuing an open challenge to question mark. Ooh. Who are you going for and why?
Just Eddie Kingston and Hook for the sole reason that we don't know who the other people are. Like,
you don't want to like risk saying somebody that's not them because then you have absolutely no chance.
Exactly, that's the thing. And also, I guess just don't mess up the little bit of momentum that they've got going on at the moment on these pre-show matches.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit like, oh, I wish they were doing something a little bit more, but at the same time, as long as it's continuing, a little bit of momentum for them, I'm happy. How about you?
So I'm in agreement with you. I'm going to go for Hook and Kingston. I think that ultimately, as you said, it's the safest bet with what we're doing.
Yeah.
You want that point, so this is at least a 50-50 chance. But knowing my luck, it will be that like a time wormhole opens up and out comes 1980s Road Warriors just to absolutely destroy them. And they're just like Hulk in the Avengers film with Hook just...
Oh!
Yeah, so I think that might happen because Tony's a very rich man, but I'm still going to stick with the safe bet.
Yeah. Moving on over to the main card now, we have a lovely singles match between two lovely people, Darby Allin versus Pac. Sam, who are you going for and why?
Now, I want our local boy to grab Darby Allin.
Yeah.
To sort of like crush him. Like you crush a can with your hands.
Little cube.
Just into a little cube or like a little bundle and just put him in like a little carrier bag.
Yeah.
And then just walk around with him.
Oh, right, just walk around
like
a little chihuahua type
onwards,
thing.
And it's like, what do you think, Darby? And it's just like, inside, yeah. But ultimately, I think it's got to be Darby Allin. It's like Darby for me, like, I can see Pac winning with a very specific caveat.
Yeah.
So I think if Pac wins, Moxley might lose, and then we might get Moxley ousted. From the Death Riders, which might be quite interesting. Because I think I'd love to see Pac leading that unit.
That's it.
Especially with how vicious he is. But at the same time, I think that given that Darby is, a star constantly, perennially on the rise, I think that it makes sense here for him to do the absolutely unexpected against the bigger man, and I think that Darby's going to win it.
I think you've hit the nail on the head. I am also going to go for Darby. I'm in an R about this one because, as you said, sort of like it would be cool if maybe Pac won and then maybe he is sort of pushed as that. Yes, implications. I've gone for Darby, and it's going to sort of play into another prediction I have down the line as well. Maybe a little bit of just things not looking so great within the Death Riders at the moment. But I think ultimately, like you said, Darby's trajectory is kind of, the momentum is starting to pick back up again after him being away for so long.
It's such an underdog position to be in as well. So I think like he always works well from the underdog position. Not every time, you don't want to see that every time, but Darby in that position is always just great. And I think having a very technically skilled high flyer versus kind of a more wild, brawly high flyer, it's sign me up. Yeah.
Me too.
Next up, we have the Casino Gauntlet for the inaugural AEW National Championship. Who are you going for and why, Andrew? There's only been a few names announced.
There's been a few names announced,
We've got the Hurt Syndicate fighting each other to kind of start things off.
We've got Ricochet in there. We've got Kevin Knight in there, I believe. We've got Speedball Mike Bailey in there. Lovely names within this lovely match. And whilst part of me, it feels like I've been a silly boy going for this one.
Right.
I'm going for Shelton Benjamin.
I mean, you can still change your mind.
I'm going for Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, you said it twice now.
I'm going for Shelton Benjamin.
Said it twice.
3 times. I'm going for Shelton Benjamin. No. Because I just think he deserves it so much. I like him as the national champion going to all these different companies to defend this championship as just a workhorse champion. Works really well for me because he's so good. He gels so well with every single person he's in that ring with, and he's proven, like, even at his age, he can still go tremendously too.
He's just a hell of a champion to have as your inaugural, right? Like, your inaugural anything, Shelton Benjamin would be, perfect for. I think I'm in full agreement with you in the fact that, like, he would, be amazing traveling around the country doing all of this.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, are they gonna want him off TV that much, or is his schedule going to be kind of a bit too hectic with all of that?
Good point.
And the sort of looking at it and looking at the lineup that's been announced so far, there's one person that sort of stands out more than the others in that they have used this last year to just reinvent themselves fully. They've done almost everything, but there's not been that big sort of singles gold massive thing.
Yeah.
So I think that for me, it's one of your brethren. One of your bold
the
and
Baldies!
brethren. Yeah. It's
Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley.
No.
It's Ricochet. I think that Ricochet, imagine him running his mouth with that thing, man.
Do you know what?
He runs his mouth anyway, but if you give him something to be even more insufferable with.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I agree, and just with what you've said, that he really deserves it at the same time too.
Yeah.
I think the way that he's reinvented himself and the work that he's done, whilst people were a little bit sort of like, oh, I don't know if this is going to really work for him, he's made it work leaps and bounds, and it's been so fun to see. So I could also see that being the case too.
Yeah, I think... but it could be anybody.
It could be.
It could be anybody.
It's a gauntlet, Sam.
Goldberg could come out.
Goldberg could come out.
And then they fade down as he's saying his congratulations speech at the end.
We can only hope.
Next up, we have a no DQ match for the TNT title, and if Mark Briscoe loses, he has to join the Don Callis family. Who are you going for and where?
I'm going for... I'm going for Mark Briscoe to finally win that lovely TNT championship. Now, I would love nothing more than to see Mark Briscoe have to join the Don Callis family, put on a suit, do all the things that he doesn't necessarily want to do, maybe even have to beat up his conglomeration friends and things like that. But ultimately, I don't know how much legs that has until it gets to a point where it's like, I was just reluctant to do everything. I was just reluctant to do this and that and the other. And like, even though I think it'd be fun for a little while, I think there may be more longevity in him being just defending his title all the time because he's a valiant man. And
he would be a workhorse as well.
He would be, big time.
I think I've gone for the dangling carrot.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I'm going to stick with it because I really want to see it, but the stuff you just talked really derogatorily about.
Well,
like,
no, it's like,
fun. Oh, well, it'll be fun, but like, in a suit, not gonna, I just want to see him. I want to see all the promos where they're trying to like make him like proper refined, putting through like finishing school and trying to teach him like manners and stuff.
Even just him wearing loafers and like doing the Don Callis thing where he's got like the half-mast pants with no socks on.
Give him like a full mouth of like fake clip-in teeth and stuff.
It would be so funny.
Whites. It'd be so good.
Would actually. You're talking me out of it now.
So, no. You stick with yours. You stick with yours.
Okay.
I'm going for Kyle Fletcher to retain. For me, the biggest indicator that it's probably going to be Fletcher here is that Callis is there. And Callis he's obviously said to Briscoe, like, no, I don't want to end your career. Like, I think you're a fantastic worker.
Yeah.
I want you to join the family. I think he's going to do anything he can in order to make that happen. And if Briscoe is, not happy and he gets screwed into having to join the family, it could lead to more division within the family.
Oh, that's a good point.
Potentially with him on the inside. So it's sort of like a Trojan horse situation where they're like, look what we got. We're going to make him all like cool and he's going to wear suits now. And then at the same time, he's sort of sowing mistrust.
Oh, I like it. That's quite good,
Yeah.
that. Oh, he's a clever lad, this one. Next up, we have a 4-way tag team match where the winners get to choose the stipulation for their semi-final match in the AEW Women's Tag Team Title Tournament. You've got the Babes of Wrath, Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale up against the Sisters of Sin, Julia Hart and Sky Blue, versus the Timeless Love Bombs in Mina Shirakawa and Toni Storm, and Marina Shafir and Megan Bayne. Who are you going for and why, sir?
Bayne and Shafir are going to go on an absolute tear.
Yes, brother.
I think that the Timeless Love Bombs in particular are... It'd be crazy to not at least give that like a look and a thought of like, yeah, this could be really, really good here.
Yep.
But for me, and given that it's only choosing a stipulation, I really like Babes of Wrath. So I want Babes of Wrath to win because I just think they're neat.
I just think they're neat. Do you know what? I think they're neat as well. Yeah. And I think they're like Willow Nightingale in a stipulation match. She's proved that she's, my God.
She can mix it up with anybody.
So good. So good. I've gone for the Timeless Love Bomb.
Yeah,
because maybe it's a safe choice. I know on Collision they were like, hey, we're going to win and we might choose this stipulation and this stipulation. So I think maybe they've already kind of like foreshadowed that they won. I don't know. But at the same time, I think giving them a little bit of something, a modicum of revenge after what happened at Blood and Guts recently. I think just to give them a little bit of something and them to go, guess what? We're going to absolutely destroy you now in this next match and I can't wait for it. So I'm going for the Timeless.
Yeah.
Be good either way.
Babes of Wrath. Next up, we have the $1 million Trios match, which is Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander. Now, those Bucks could probably do with a little bit of independent wealth, couldn't they?
Oh, they probably could at this point.
Just a little bit. It's all theirs. They can just. It's
but what about Josh Alexander though?
Well, he's part of the family. He gets his money from Don. It's fine.
They
don't need the money from Don. It's all right.
That kind of works out. So I'm going to go for Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express. The whole entire thing has been, will the Bucks, won't the Bucks? Will the Bucks, won't the Bucks? Join up with Kenny Omega. Will the Elite get back together? We had a little hint of reluctancy from the Bucks over on AEW Dynamite that's just happened, and I think on this evening, I don't necessarily think there's going to be twists and turns to this story. I think ultimately, at the end of the day, the Young Bucks are going to choose. They're going to choose their friend over money. Can you believe it, Sam?
I can't believe it.
Oh,
but
wow.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
At the same time, I would like them to add the stipulation that the losing team has to join Fozzy, and then we just send the Bucks out with Fozzy on a world tour. That'd be nice.
Yeah,
see ya.
That would be pretty horrible.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree. I mean, if you just look at it purely from the objective standpoint of it's Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express, it's Kenny Omega and the Jurassic Express.
Yeah.
It's Kenny Omega and the Jurassic Express. It's Kenny Omega and the Jurassic Express. You can already hear how loud that crowd is. It's Kenny Omega and the Jurassic Express.
Next up, we have the AEW Women's World Championship match with Kris Statlander defending her title against one Mercedes Moné. Who are you going for and why, Tom?
Now,
you
initially thought maybe this is it. Maybe this is the time. Maybe this is the time that Mercedes does it. But then I was like, you know what? I don't think AEW's really kind of doing the transitional thing in the way that, we're used to. Yeah. I think that maybe with Kris only just getting it recently, it makes sense to give her a longer reign. She's been proving that like this title run has been sort of the making of her in this sort of reinvention phase. And I think it'd be a shame to let that steam run out. Mercedes still has about 10,000 indies, at least in the US, she can go get titles from. Melt them all down and turn them into a big gold suit. But I think that it'll be a very close match, but it'll be one that really solidifies Statlander as she's here, she means business, she's like a top elite level talent. Because I think all too often she kind of got lost in the mix before. So with all the lights on her, having her beat Moné cleanly, I think will be huge for her. So I have gone for Kris Statlander.
Oh, I think I was sort of on a similar wavelength to you to begin with. I was also thinking,
just give her the belt so we can stop all of this Ultimo Dragon stuff and we can move on.
But then for me, and I think for a lot of people, like it's like a thing that gets said all the time now, is like, Mercedes Moné not being able to get the really big top prize that she's looking for, and it kind of sends her into this weird madness where she starts dropping all the other titles that she's got. She's essentially
she's using her mind powers to push over the curtain at House of
Glory.
Oh
my God!
Do you see that?
No.
Oh, so she's going to make a reference, like the curtain just goes, and that was all her mind.
Maybe I'm going wrong. Maybe I should go Mercedes. No, I'm going to go Kris Statlander because, I think this run so far has been brilliant for her. And I think you're right in terms of, like, it's really made her into the superstar that she has always been.
It's like night and day. Like, everybody loved Kris Statlander, but I think there was a little bit of trepidation about this whole repackage idea. And I think that this has just done away with any of that kind of worry.
I completely agree. I completely agree. I don't think it really hurts Mercedes too much because she's got so much stuff as it is already. But I think maybe like it being the thing that descends her into losing all these championships so she can finally properly laser focus on the AEW Women's World Championship down the line. I think that might be the way to go about it. So I'm going for Kris Statlander as well.
Yeah. Next up, we have the AEW World Tag Team title match, which is Brodido defending the belts against FTR. Who have you gone for, Andrew, and why?
My heart.
I don't want to pick this one.
I don't want to pick this one, Sam. I've gone for FTR to take them away from our lovely Brodido boys. Brodido's tag team title reign has been nothing short of phenomenal. The weird pairing where it was like, oh my God, why are they just throwing these tag teams together? This one has excelled.
Sometimes it's magic, right?
Sometimes it is magic, and this time it has been magic.
Reaching through the wall to choke out Stoke, like that was, all-time visual, all-time wrestling visual.
They've been nothing but fantastic. However, I think ultimately it's been, like their reign has been sort of like a stopgap for Adam Copeland to get all his stuff done and out the way and filmed before FTR here pick up the belts so we can go to FTR versus Cope and Christian Cage for those championships. And therefore, I mean, something could happen on this evening where it extends to World's End and they have another match, but I think ultimately it's going to be FTR that comes out on top on this one.
I think you've hit the nail on the head. And to me, unless Bandido's grandma's there again, I don't see FTR losing. I think that, we've just seen yesterday all of the, 10 years since, like, it's just kind of, I think FTR are kind of on that big upswing again.
Agreed,
and as you said, we're building toward that massive blow-off match. So I think it's time to start getting that in gear. Start getting it in gear. But then it just means that Brodido can become 2-time tag champions one day.
Hey, that's not... there's a silver lining.
Every cloud, mate.
There's a silver lining. Next up in a no-holds-barred match, we've got Jon Moxley versus cool Kyle O'Reilly. Who are you going for and why?
Well, Kyle O'Reilly was like, I gave you a taste of blood. Well, Moxley's going to have a fork.
True.
I don't know if O'Reilly's ready for the amount of blood. And this might prove to be my undoing, as Moxley has been my undoing so many times.
Yeah.
But I think that there's no way that O'Reilly gets away with that. And I think that unless we do get that, I think that unless we get that sort of moment where Pac wins or we have this sort of dissolving of Moxley and the Death Riders. I just spat there when I was talking to you, sorry. But I think that ultimately for me, Moxley sort of putting in a massive, strong performance here against O'Reilly. And of course, O'Reilly's going to be tying him in knots and beating the absolute poo out of him. But I think that it's just going to be one of those very bloody marquee matches that gets little Sam happy.
Oh, little Sam loves to get happy. I have gone for, and maybe I'm silly, I've gone for Kyle O'Reilly to win. I think
I can see it though. I think it's very flip-a-coiny.
It's tough because I can see Moxley winning. Do you know what? I can see Moxley winning, but having to have people interfere on his behalf to get the win. Yeah. And that could lead to them getting like him ousted from the group. But I could also see Kyle definitively winning, and then obviously then also getting ousted from the group that way as well. So it's like really weird.
The bell rings, they shake hands, and O'Reilly goes, yeah, and he joins the Death Riders.
And then he puts on his little denim jacket. He starts
just growing
again,
his hair and his beard, and just gets really sad. He carries around a little roll of sandwich bags with him. Everybody goes, yeah.
What a guy.
What a lad.
I just think for Kyle O'Reilly, they've been building him up so well. It's been like quite a surprise build for Kyle O'Reilly in a singles manner. I don't want that momentum to kind of go because it feels like we're onto something really special with this. So I think to like beat Jon Moxley and then go on. I know we got the Continental Classic coming up too, so maybe going into that looking strong. But I guess like it's tough because then I'm like, well, if lots of people interfere in this match, Kyle doesn't necessarily look weak from losing as it is anyway.
Well, that's it, and it can extend the story further, and then Kyle can actually definitively get like a one-on-one win over him or something. Or he just does it here, and I look like an idiot.
Yeah, we'll see.
And finally, in a steel cage, we've got Hangman Adam Page defending the AEW Men's World Title against Samoa Joe. Who are you choosing, Andy Rue?
Is it going to be Samoa Joe? No, it's not going to be Samoa Joe. It's going to be the big hanger. Did you see him? Did you see him against Shibata? Shibata had his boot, and then Hangman clotheslined him. His boot flew up in the air, and he caught a boot. Now, if that is not the
coordination
champion,
and awareness, championship material.
The champion that we deserve.
That's that
I don't
X
know
factor
who it is.
that, you know, major stars need.
It was beautiful, and for that reason alone, no, not for that reason alone. I'm going for. It just feels like the sensible thing to do. Again, Hangman not really long had the championship. I've been enjoying this reign so much so far. And I just don't think it's gonna. His reign's not gonna end here. I think we keep going on. Maybe we see a return in MJF or something at some point.
Joe's a giant roadblock, I think, to me. Like, so once he's past it, then fine. It's sort of one of those big title challenges, right? Where it's like you've got to overcome this. Now, can I believe that Samoa Joe would brutalize Hangman Page?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. In a heartbeat. I think it's going to be a really, really, really hard-hitting affair. But I think that ultimately you're right. I agree with you that it's just been a bit too soon. This is Hangman. He is like, you know, the heart and soul of the company. Everybody's so happy to have him back in that place, in that position. It would be very odd to derail it. The fans love Joe as well, and I'm sure they'd appreciate it. But I think that Hangman has to come out of this the victor. And he's, you know, very well-versed in cage matches, as I'm sure Joe is too.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably had, you know, many, many, many more. But I think that Hangman's record so far sort of speaks for itself.
Yep. Could not agree more with you. Well, everybody, those are our AEW Full Gear 2025 predictions. Unfortunately, the champion himself right here will not be there.
He's no-showing.
I'm no-showing this event because I know for a fact that I'm going to win. No, I already had things planned beforehand. I do apologise.
He's going jet skiing.
I'm yeah, down the River Clyde. Yeah, that'd be really nice. Jet skiing down the River Clyde. That's where I'm going. However, this wonderful gentleman will be there live on Saturday. I believe the room is set to go live at 11:45 p.m. GMT on Saturday evening. You can find it youtube.com/cultaholic/live. So get yourself on there, get a reminder going, and not only that, we'll have all the fun of the fair too. There'll be WTF moments with Ross.
Yeah, that'll be going up on the Patreon. We're going to have what happened at following immediately after the show. Obviously, if there's any breaking news coming out of it, we'll be doing news. And then there's going to be all the standard content that we would have out over the weekend as well. So it's going to be action-packed, this one.
And a punishment too, lest we forget.
Don't remind me.
Oh dear, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
I can still feel the welts from that paintball gun.
They've only got worse so far as well, so I guess we'll see what Ross has in store for us. But until then, everybody, thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to catch you again very soon. Bye!
Bye.